Okay, here we go. Hello, hi, yo, folks, what's going on? This is I'm gonna jump right into it because I had an idea for a creature that I wanted to get out of my head for like the past like 3 days, but I had some stuff I had to work on, so I couldn't live stream. So we did a bird, like we planned out a whole like little room, like tower situation on the last stream, and there was a room. I can't remember which one. I think it was one above. Yeah, room number 4 had this too fast bird. So I had a couple thoughts on that creature. I also was working on some stuff, and I kind of just started brainstorming for that while I was working on stuff. I think it's going to be called a huku bird, and it's going to live in a area in my world called Killoon. And I want like this kind of almost rodent type, like slim body structure for the bird in a way. I probably should give it more talon like situation going on here with like kind of like this very like skinny long tail situation going on with the bird. That I almost kind of wanted to be like a almost like a Game of Thrones like dragon type situation with the like limbs of the bird. And I think an interesting bird to me in my head is a chicken, right? Not because of like just the design of a chicken, like a design of a chicken is very basic, but the fact that chickens aren't particular, like they kind of fly ish, like they don't fly like other, like they don't really, they can't soar or anything, but they got like the little flap situation going on where they can just kind of like flap so hard that they can like at least like float or hover a little bit, like slow fall, crap like that. Maybe I'm thinking of Minecraft mechanics. I don't know. But you get the idea. Like a bird that doesn't fly, but like gives off the aesthetic that it flies. Thing is something that I really wanted to do with this bird. So I'm thinking it's just got so much, like it's so light, but it also has so much like kick power to it that it can shoot off like a rocket and like jump in a way rather than fly. But like most people perceive it as flying because it's just so fast and it goes so far so quickly that they're just in their heads are like, oh crap, that thing flies really quick, but it's not. So that's the idea I had. Now I just thought about giving it one of those little chicken. I don't know what the fuck that's called. I guess a gizzard. I don't know. I'm trying not to cuss as much as well. So apologies for the cussing. I'm trying to get my life in order. The huku. Now, I came up with that idea for that name before I came up with like this actual like lore of this creature. So I was working on some stuff for my game for lore tactics, and I just came up with that name of a bird for like a subclass. There's this brawler subclass that was inspired by that bird in the world, and so I just named it the Huka. And then I thought, oh well, there's a bird that I need to give a name, and this kind of fits with the what I wanted to do with that bird, like a speed bird. It kind of lives in the valley, and like it's hard to see and all that stuff. So I just thought it would be pretty perfect. let's see here. I'm not hating this so far. And I don't feel like it's missing anything blatantly out. Like, I don't feel like it's missing anything. I do know that I'm gonna have to redo that head because I'm not feeling that head. The body, I think it's just fine. That head's gotta go though, 100%. This is very much a little bit of Game of Thrones magic. Maybe it's the beak that I'm not liking. It could be too big. Yeah, that's not bad at all. How's that? Those eyes. Let's fix that. That's not gonna work. I think we might have just did it. Let's get rid of that underlayer. That's not bad. Let's just get some test colors going. I am gonna make this like a whole. I am not good. I'm just not good in making things look realistic. Like when I draw them, I just got too much of a cartoony style. Just to be honest, I just do. But we're gonna try to make this look as good as possible. But we're gonna get some basic colors down first. I don't really need this to be perfect. I just kind of want to get like a good feel for it, but I do need to get rid of some of these outside lines. Just get as close as the edge as possible. See about getting rid of this. I've had a really like chill day today, and it's been a while since I've had like a chill day. Like I just like the look nice outside. There's no stress. It's been a long time. It was really great. Not gonna lie. Like if they could sell that in a can, I would buy that every day. Stress free day. I'd buy that like it's alcohol. Like I'm an alcoholic. Alright, there you go. Cool. I chose gray because I think that'd be a good base for the color of this creature. I'm thinking of like, let me just put a couple white highlights in here. Nothing too crazy. Sure, that works. Yeah. I'm thinking that looks really bad. Not gonna lie though. In some of these parts, you know what? We're gonna get rid of that because it's just base colors. We don't need to be having highlights, especially bad highlights. So I'm thinking like a dull red, kind of like on the chest somewhere, right here. You know. Maybe just like right underneath the beak kind of action. Then maybe make that beak a little bit darker than that. Yep. There we go. What kind of, yeah, okay, that's fine. Maybe something like that. Then maybe like some honestly like some dark like tiger kind of like almost like tiger stripes going across the body. Would be kind of cool. Yeah, something like that. Maybe even some on the back leg or something. Then maybe we bring that red back into the tail back here. well, kind of thing. Maybe this is a red-tailed hookah hookah. Because there could be different variations. I don't know. I haven't thought that far yet. And realistically, I know there probably would be just different variations, but I haven't thought that far yet. Yeah, honestly, I think this is a good color basis. I say we just go in and we just try to do the final sketch to the best of our detail. We try to get a little bit skinnier than that. Oh, this is the part that's scary. Where do we start? I guess let's just start up here. Because I'm also probably going to use this for the creature sheet. That way I don't have to redraw it again. And usually how I would do creatures in my world for the I always design them for the game. Because the game and my comic book worlds go together. So I make one and make it for both. And in the game, you would be able to make weapons from any creature that you kill, and like harvest their body parts to make weapons and stuff. And you would also be able to use their body parts for potion crafting, and there's one more. There's a totem system, like you just wear a totem and you get a passive effect. So you'd be able to hunt creatures to get new totems and stuff like that. So I would usually design um, like different flesh types on the creature, the totem design, and then the actual. I don't like the way that looked. Um, and the weapon design that you can make from a creature's corpse. But I don't think we're gonna do that on here. If I really need to, well, I know I need to, but I might do that later on. These just look really bad over there. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, that looks way better. At least compared to what it was before. I have been, like, the early years of my art career, I was just complete and utter dog trash at making creatures. I still think I'm not, like, great. I'm definitely pretty rough still, but I've improved so much. I started watching Monster Garden on YouTube. If you don't watch him, and for some reason you're watching me, you should go watch him because he's way better than I am at drawing stuff. Uh, but yeah, I started watching his stuff, and it just made me really excited to draw some monsters and creatures and stuff. And I've kind of just been on a little bit of a roll ever since I started watching his stuff. I haven't caught up to his recent stuff yet because I've been kind of busy working on my own. But yeah, I got to get back into watching his stuff because it's just so inspiring. It always gets me excited to draw some creatures and go out and make some designs and like look at real life animals and stuff and try to see what I can make from it, that inspiration. I was thinking this is like a super rigid bone structure coming out of this little, I don't know what it is, a flab, I guess. I have no idea what that, I guess it's just a little flab. That's what we're gonna call it from here on out. A little bone flab. Let's see how we're looking so far. Not bad. I might be adding a little bit too many shadows down there though, so I'll try to hold back on that. Not shadows, but like just might be doing a little too much cross hatching. I don't like the way that started to swerve up there. Wanted to be a little more gentle about it. not looking bad. These feathers. See, this is kind of like a. Let's see if we can add a little. Yeah, maybe that. And some of this. Yeah, how's that looking? Not bad. If I do say so myself. Let's make this a little bit thicker down here. Get a little emphasis. Just a tad bit. Then bring it back behind here. Yeah. Then maybe just that line. Okay. Let's take it back down. Alright, let's see about trying to make this one look good as well. Okay, not bad. I don't know if I like. Just ended on. I don't know if I like. I don't know if I like the way this like shoulder situation is going right here. Like up close, it's not bad, but when I pull it out, it looks a little derpy, doesn't it? Doesn't it look a little strange? Hmm. Let's see what it looks like if I erase this line right here. Because maybe that's what it is. No, that looks worse. Yeah, we'll just, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. What do I always say? Finish. And then judge yourself when you get done. So that's what we're going to do. Alright. Let's see here. Yep, that'll do. Got a little weird curvature to it, but I think it'll be fine. I don't think anyone's gonna notice. Except for anyone who heard me just say it had a little problem right there. But you don't mind. So it's all good. Alright. Let's see. I think it's gonna look fine, yeah. This front part is really wigging me out. But I think once I have the back finish, I think it'll be A-okay. So we're just gonna try to focus on finishing that for the time being. Okay. Let's see. Whoa, that was wild. Sounded like my voice was cracking there for a second. There we go. I forgot to add the extra. Ooh, that's a bad. That's a real stinker right there. Ooh. Okay. So that is not a bad foot, but it is way too big and it's way too close. Nope, that's too small. That's probably a good size. Yep, that's better. I truly do hate to move stuff around like that because when I have to draw on paper and stuff, can't really do it. So I'm just putting bad habits in my head to like not just go back and actually fix it the way it's supposed to be fixed, like I have to do when I draw traditional. But I'm using digital stuff right now, so why not do it the easy way? Cut myself some slack. I've been drawing the regular way for like 15 years. I can cheat. I did it the hard way starting out. I'm allowed to cheat. Also, if you started out with digital art, you don't let me make you feel like you didn't do the right stuff the hard way. It's hard to learn how to draw no matter how you do it. I'm just trying to convince myself to use the shortcuts or use the tools anyway that I have at my disposal. Damn it, that looks fucked. Oh man, and I cussed. I'm probably already cussed like 8 times already. It's a hard habit to break. I'm only trying to break it because I was watching a video earlier today and it was like, yeah, can't call yourself a Christian if you can't stop cussing. And I'm like, well, I don't see what's wrong with cussing. But then I got the idea of like, but if you can't stop, then how can you say how can you call yourself one of the most, in control, understanding, read the Bible, got the lessons and teaching, but you can't stop yourself from cussing? Like you don't have any control. So I'm just trying to stop for the sake of being able to stop when I want to. I'll probably go back once I give myself like a week without doing it. Or maybe I'll become a new person. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But if I was a betting man, I'd say I'd probably go back. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, I like see. I likes what I see. Let me do the good old trick. It's good to know. That's very good to know. Go. Okay. Now let's make something shake. I kept saying that to all my friends, and they kept wigging them out. They were like, "Why do you keep asking us to shake something?" I'm like, it's just my new catchphrase. I gotta be careful who I say it around now. I don't want to scare people off. That wouldn't be good. Okay. Oh shit. Oh damn. There we go. Oh gosh. You say one cuss word, then you say 25 more. Let's just get them all out the way. Shit, fuck, ass, tit, crap, beluga whale, I don't know. There we go. Now, now the challenge starts. Now it begins. Okay, there we go. I was also working on my Kendrick Lamar video today. I'm making a video on him. I'm trying to make a character inspired by Kendrick Lamar, anyway. Because I realized earlier today that I'm not the best at impression drawing. So my Kendrick Lamar doesn't really actually look like Kendrick. In fact, he looks like a bad impression of Kendrick, which is even worse. But I was working on it, and I was having a lot of fun, to be honest with you. Despite my lack of artistic skill to be able to draw him correctly, I was still having a really good time attempting to draw him. And also, just the video concept is pretty fun too. I'm like trying to build a character based off him in my game, and then I draw a comic, like a 4 or 6 page comic based off the character that I made up. Um, and I decided to make it to where the character doesn't have to be like the exact type of person that I draw in the video. Like if I do a video on like Barack Obama or something like that, or Donald Trump, they don't have to act like Donald Trump or Barack Obama like all the time. They can still be like a character with their own goals and stuff. And that really freed me up because I was trying to kind of struggling. I don't know what Kendrick Lamar's life goals are. Like all I really know is that like apparently he just does not like Drake, and that's I don't know what other goals he has out of his life. He's kind of like a recluse, so it's hard to make a character when you don't know like that much about a person. But that could also just not be a good fan either, which is very possible. Let's add in a little white to this action. Let's add a little mayonnaise in here. A little mayonnaise. So I'm black. Let me just say that now, which might just come out of nowhere. But there's a reason I'm saying this. Let me get to it. And I have a white friend. He's my best friend's brother-in-law. Um, and we have this running joke between me and him that he likes mayonnaise casserole. Now, me and him found out that mayonnaise casserole is a real thing. It is. If you don't believe me, look it up. If you know it's real, gross. How could you? But so me and him found out that mayonnaise casserole was a real thing at the same time. But when we found out, it was like immediately I just asked him like, so you didn't ever tell us about mayonnaise casserole? And he was like, what makes you think that I would eat mayonnaise casserole? And I didn't want to say it out loud, but he said it for me. And he was like, "Is it because I'm white?" And I'm like, "It's not because you're white. It's just because you know more about mayonnaise than I do." And so now we just have this funny running gag where like he's just this mayonnaise casserole lover, and yeah, it's great. We have a very good racist relationship between the two of us. You know, it's refreshing. I might bring up mayonnaise casserole. He might bring up chicken wings. It's really good. It's really good. I know older generations would probably be really mad at me for joking with a person that's not black about my love for chicken, but I see it as a good bridge. Close the gap, whatnot, all that stuff. Plus, I mean, it's all in good fun. Like I've known his brother-in-law for years, and his brother-in-law literally grew up with the guy, and he sees him as a good guy, and knowing him now and like talking with him, it's like one of the nicest people I know. Like genuinely, So to me, I don't really see the issue with it. He's a good guy, and the fucking jokes are funny. They're damn it, cussed again. What? This is hopeless. Now I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's the best thing. But yeah, the jokes they're funny though. I know I'm supposed to be mad at some jokes sometimes, but they're really not that bad, and they're really funny. Not gonna lie. Like the other day, I brought up mayonnaise casserole, and then he was like, "How would you feel if I invited you to a party and asked you to cook some chicken?" And I was like, "Well, if I'm the only black person there, I think you'd make the right choice." Like, but there's no other option really at that point. We don't want to starve, and we don't want bad chicken either. So that's how I felt about it. Let's see here. I don't know how much we're gonna do today. I just really wanted to draw this bird, and I know I haven't been on here for long, but to be honest, I really just wanted to draw this bird. Not gonna lie. Um, I may do a little bit more. I don't know, but I think this is looking pretty nice so far. I did figure out if anyone's gonna come back to this later, anyone who's actually been watching these live streams that I've been doing, I will be doing them, you know, longer and more often after I finish um, the stuff I'm working on for Lore Tactics. I just kind of like gotta work through it. I did the count yesterday. There's 500 skills, or not yesterday, but the other day, last week. 500 skills in my game. Those are just skills. There's like 1,600 weapons. It's the monster of a game. It's the real monster of a game. And I just kind of gotta like work through it. I just gotta kind of knuckle down and just get it finished. But once I do that, I'll be on live a lot more frequently. I'm gonna be finishing this Emerald Daemon Guild House project and the rest of Silverstown project that we started on here. I did figure out that that's going to be a solo campaign that I'm gonna have for people to play for my game. Because Dungeons and Dragons, you kind of have to like find a whole group of people to come and play with you, and I do like playing with my table, but I can understand how that can be kind of frustrating when you can't find anyone to play with you, and you really want to try a game out. So I'm trying to do better in lore tactics with that. Like I want people to be able to play by themselves, or like if they're at home and it's just them and their sibling, I want them to be able to play with their sibling, and like the game is still fun. So I'm trying to make that a possibility. Or like you don't necessarily need a table of people to play the game. You can play by yourself. You can play with like one or two people. You can play online super easy with other people and like it not be a problem. You can have really short games, really long ones. I just wanted to be available for everyone. Dungeons and Dragons is a great game. I love it. Truly, I do. I think they're going kind of wild with all the stuff they're doing right now. But I feel like it's a very specific way you have to play it, and there's this very specific amount of people you need at mere minimum. You need to be at the table for like at least 3 hours. You need like at least three other people besides yourself to play. Very like you could play with one other person, but it's not really going to be that fun in reality. You could play for like an hour and 30 minutes, but it won't be that fun because you won't get that far. And I'm just trying to make sure that's not a problem for my game. I want people to be able to have the most amount of fun with what they have. Like I really wanted it to be where you didn't even need dice. And I have a system for it. I just don't I don't know if it's a good system. So I have to I really if I had a bigger community, I would just literally have like a beta tester group, like a Discord for beta testers, and I would just let people try it out so I can see how well it works. But maybe that's something I can do in the future. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave it the way I have it, and if I need to switch it, or if in the future I get the opportunity to like release a secondary version of the game, then I'll try that out. See how that works. I'm liking the way this thing looks. Not gonna lie, it is weird as is. Ooh, let's gust again. It's very weird. It's very strange, but I like it that we've only been going for 30 minutes. I should at least go until 10 o'clock, right? Right? Like that makes sense. I should figure out something else to draw. I mean I know what I could draw on here for sure. Like there's an entire guild to work through. But I I honestly only did live stream today because I did see there was one person waiting for it and I scheduled it. I was like, well, if there's someone who wanted to see me do some stuff for some reason, at the bare minimum, I could at least do what I had already scheduled to do, which is what you're looking at right now at this very second. Um, but yeah, I want to finish the other stuff I have for the game. So once it's done, I don't ever have to like I can just focus on doing all this fun stuff like every day and really get it finished. But I'm gonna try to keep doing these live streams while I'm working on the other stuff because if someone is enjoying them, I would like them to be able to keep enjoying them, and then also people might want to come back later and enjoy this stuff. And it'd be nice to just have it here all ready to go. But yeah, I think that's it for this bird. Oh, looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I'm liking that design. I'm thinking of doing a live stream, maybe Saturday and Sunday, right? Well, no, I can't do Sunday because I'm playing Lore Tactics on Sunday. Um, there might be a video coming out with that. I don't know. We'll have to see. But the first session might be coming out soon. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking of doing like a live stream maybe Friday and Saturday, where I just do creatures and characters from the guilds in the city and just like bang out a whole bunch of animals and like monsters and all that stuff because this only took like 30 minutes really, which is pretty much nothing. Like if I sit on here for like 3 hours, that's like 6 creatures per stream. And then characters, I know I could do like at least a solid like 30 characters in one stream if I draw them small enough. But I'm thinking of doing that, and then we can come back and like do all the buildings and the city layout and all that stuff because I do need to flesh it out completely because I want to have a solo like a full on War Tactics campaign you can do in the city by yourself at your house with like maps and the character sheets and all that stuff and like full on guide of like the plot and everything and like different locations and what happens in different locations. I think it'd probably have to be set up like a Baldur's Gate situation where like you have Act One, Act Two, and Act Three, where like maybe you start in the Never Broken Keep and you finish the act, like the first act in the keep, like maybe the surrounding village around the keep, and then you can move on to like either straight on to the city or you would move to some in between location like in Baldur's Gate, but it'd probably be the city is the most rational next location. And then you'd have like your act two in the city, and then maybe like act three is just taking down all the towers and stuff. Or like taking the corruption out or whatever the plot is of the campaign. There's a lot of stuff to plan out. But that's what we have the stream for. This is This is very short. This is literally just me drawing a creature on here and then calling it a day. And we didn't really talk about much. I did want to tell you guys, I know what we're doing with the Never Broken Keep stuff and like Silverstown and all that stuff. We're going to keep doing it. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow. No guarantees. But if I schedule a live stream tomorrow, I'll be here. And I'll be here for an actual long time. Mentally prepare myself to sit here and just talk. to myself. It's it's a little harder to do than you might think. To just riff off your own sentences and keep the conversation going by yourself. Kind of wild. But I do want to finish this because I think it'll be fun. I think you guys will enjoy it. I think the channel will enjoy it. I think a whole bunch of people who don't even know about the channel will enjoy it. And I just think it's something fun that the TTRPG community needs is some better solo campaign, solo tabletop stuff. Because not that like everyone doesn't have friends, but everyone can't always schedule stuff with their friends, and it's just nice to be able to do fun stuff that you want to do by yourself if you can only count on yourself. So yeah, this is this bird creature. I didn't do that much. I'm really sorry, but I will be back sometime this week. We're gonna go hard in the paint on all this stuff for the Silverstone. That's a promise. Y'all have a good day. I'm gonna get back to work. Expect a Kendrick Lamar video. If you made it this far through the live stream, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're not already telling everyone you know about the channel, please do if you can. It'll really help a lot. Spread the word. Love you guys so much. God bless you. Have a good day.